Hey guys, Slade at Owens Outfitters. I'm with Bo Hemphill today. So coming in, getting a new bow, huh?
Absolutely. Time to upgrade.
Time to upgrade. Bo bought a bow from us. Probably he's still shooting No Reason 6.5 that he bought from us. So going on an elk hunt, I think him and a friend of his going on an elk hunt this fall. So just trying to get in here and getting started early. I think that's always a good plan. You know, a lot of guys come in here. Hey, I'm going on a hunting trip next week. But I'm like, well, we're a little behind, so Bo's getting in here early and getting started. So we're gonna take the bow. It's the Matthews VXR. He likes the black, 70 pounds, and we're gonna put this rest on here. This is the Matthews Ultra Rest QAD. We sell lots and lots and lots of different rests. I like this QAD bow too. I'll tell you. It is made for a Matthews, so if you see here, Taylor, it fits flush to that riser. So from our standpoint, there's just not a whole lot of moving. Right. It's just flush. You can't move it. You know, Bo could bump this on his elk hunt. If you see that rest is just not going anywhere because it fits flush to that riser. So, you know, really like that rest. I'm gonna go over here, get around you. Put it here because we're gonna put his little felt on his wrist for him. So you excited about your elk hunt?
Very excited. So, you know, I've talked to you about upgrading for the last few years, shooting Reason for probably 10 years or more now. So, yeah, this trip in September is, you know, a good reason to go ahead and upgrade. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Y'all gonna go to Colorado?
We are. Yeah.
It'll be good. It's that's pretty country. I hunted that. I told Scott I hunted there probably. Me and my dad probably hunted there 5 or 6 years together. I killed 2 bulls there. It's probably some of the toughest country that I've ever been in. I'm just putting this felt on this rest. This is just so you can't hear the air when it comes across the rest. I kind of got fat fingers, so it's it goes on there just like that. But it's pretty simple to put on there. And then on the crossbar also, we got a piece. Goes here, like so. Doing this reminds me, I have a lot of guys come in here, you know, their felts wore out on their wrist or something like that. You can go to any CVS or somewhere like that and get some moleskin, anything, and just, you know, it don't have to, if yours were to ever get bad, it don't have to be on these fingers. Right. Just in the valley of that rest there where that arrow drags across there. It's good. He's gonna put a Matthews 6 arrow quiver. Is again about as simple a quiver as I think you can put on a bow. We'll kind of show you how that works. If you work at a bow shop and don't have a set of T-handles, you should. So this goes here. This bracket right there. Matthews has the little slot cut out there for the riser, just like that. And this is going to go through here. Tighten up, just like that. And again, it just bolts right up. You have to put your little set screw in there to keep it from moving. Right there. They also make a longer spacer to go in here. Like sometimes you need it for clearance on your rest. I may have one. I don't, but I'll show you one a little later in the video. It makes it stick out further away from the riser. so you can have some clearance. Nowadays, everybody wants everything to fit tight and sleek and clean, and that's how this will be. You ever grab your tools at home and guess right the first time?
Never.
Huh? I don't either. So that's tight. As you can see, man, super easy putting that rest on, really easy. The quiver here, bow, I think that's what you got on your bow now. It just rolls on just like that. You know, obviously if you grab your arrows, you have a little more leverage, makes it a little easier. Sometimes I put my thumb, Taylor, you might want to get on this side, and I can put my thumb here, push down on that, and I mean, you can see really quiet, really, really quiet. So that's it. We'll take the bow out, and we're gonna get your rest, our cable to our QAD, put in our down cable, and then we're gonna shoot. Get your peep sight put in. Baseball starts Friday, huh?
Absolutely.
Ready for that. Everybody in Starkville, Mississippi is ready for opening day of baseball. Seems like social media is just blowing up with baseball. It's been raining here for about 10 days straight, I think. So, seems like. So we press it, my string's loose. We're gonna go in the down cable here. Give myself a little more press. I'll try to grab the center of that bundle. I looked up, got it pretty good that time. Goes in here. Always go ahead and pull it tight. While I have some slack off my bow, I'm gonna go ahead and put him what color peep you want? Red, black, pink, blue.
Let's just do a black.
Black. So if you notice on this VXR, this little piece of string here, that just lets me know where center of my bundle is on my string. So I'll grab that, pull it. I don't have any fingernails today. And that just lets me know where center of my bundle is, so I can put my peep in the center of that string. Just like that. That's it, right there. Take that out. So Matthews does really well, I think, it just seems like there's lots of stuff that Matthews does that kind of helps the bow shop guy. One is where they stop this serving. It just keeps you where you don't have to use this little football here to go on your cable. You just, right there where they stop that serving is where I go in there. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna set this rest and be right back up here. Basically all I did is, drew that rest.
Hey, I'm gonna go downstairs. I'll be back.
That's good stuff.
About when that
Do about 10 more times.
You get down there to the bottom, you're like, oh.
I almost stayed there.
Yeah, it hurt really bad. I didn't know what you was fixing to say with that. I thought you was gonna say I'm going downstairs to get on the airplane. Everybody thinks we own a plane,
Yeah.
They got their own plane. Everyone's up there.
Yeah, you bet. Follow one up out of copy paper.
It's funny. Bo, did you kill any deer?
I had it was a pretty slow season. I killed a nice deer early in Texas, and it was pretty slow here in Mississippi.
Yeah. What about ducks? Kill any ducks?
No, the sore subject.
Did you get to go to Arkansas?
I did hunt Arkansas once, and that was probably the best hunt
Yeah.
that I had. There's no doubt the best hunt I had.
Did you get to go Craig?
No.
Okay.
No, I went with a couple other guys.
Gotcha.
But Craig, those guys killed some ducks.
Yeah. Well, that place is always going to be pretty good for a killing a duck, I don't know that this is necessary, what I'm about to do, but it's, I guess I'm a creature of habit, you know? Do things the same all the time. You smoke? You got a cigarette lighter?
I don't. Sorry, man.
Hey, let us know too on how our volume is, like if you can hear us on our videos. Comment or something below, let us know. Like I said, I don't think this is a must, but I always just do it. So as you draw this bow, this cable is coming down, okay? So it's getting tight. It's pulling up against this serving. That's kind of what I said earlier about the way Matthews, they stopped that serving in a really good place. So this cable can't go down.
Right.
So it's really, when it's under strain, it just can't get out of there.
Right.
But I still always put me a little bit of serving under here, just in case, you know. I don't know that I've ever had one come out of the cable when it's done this way. I've seen the little thing I showed you earlier, that little football,
Right.
for lack of a better word. I've seen those come loose. I always just put me about 4 half hitches on there and let it ride, you know. I don't know that there's a right or wrong way to do it. It's just the way I do it, you know. Like that. Just rest again. Make sure everything's good there. I'm gonna get you a release too. So when you shoot. Good.
That's pretty good.
Yep, on your sight, so your left and right, we're gonna have to have an Allen wrench. Your up and down, you do not.
Right.
So you loosen that moves it down, that moves it up on this CBE.
Okay.
So I'll show you. So right now you have a 3-pin,
Right.
a 20, 30, and 40.
Right.
I'll show you a couple things
Right.
that you can do so you can have more pins. So this is a 3-pin fixed pin sight, but it's a mover also.
Right.
Okay, so you got a 20, 30, 40. So say right now we're zeroed at 20, 30, 40. All right, then it's locked in, and I'd take me a little Sharpie and I make me a mark right there.
Okay.
Okay, 20, 30, 40. All right, now when I get ready to shoot at 50, then I move it down and everything I shoot's off my bottom pin.
Okay.
Okay, 50, 60, 70, 80, you know, all the way out to
Just
90
have
yards.
marks all the
Right, all the way down. That's just easy for me, and I can see them. My eyes are getting old. I can't. A lot of these tapes, I think they have a place and they're great, but I just have a hard time
Gotcha.
seeing them. All right, now, so I'm at 90 yards. I've been shooting my yard. I want to go back to my 20-yard mark. Then I go right back up there where my mark was. I lock it down. Now I'm at 20, 30.
Gotcha.
Again.
Okay.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
So, you want to use one of my releases, or you want to get one?
Yeah. Yeah, I can use one of yours right now.
Right. We're gonna shoot. What I'm gonna do right here is we're going to put that on up there, yeah. Back up by a step. We're gonna set his peak. You draw back, anchor wherever you normally anchor, wherever you're comfortable.
Right.
You know, anchor, and then I'll adjust that peep up or down as you want to. Normally, I set these peeps at about 6.5 inches from center of loop. That's just a good starting point for me.
Okay.
So you draw it back, and I'll adjust.
Okay. Just ready to draw back.
Yep, that's it. Pretty good. Shoot it.
Shoot it.
Yep. How'd it feel?
Pretty good.
How's
really
the draw
good.
weight?
Pretty good. I mean,
Good?
what? Yeah.
Not too heavy?
No.
Comfortable
You know,
there?
I'll get out and shoot it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
and we can,
Yeah, for sure.
We can change if we need to.
We'll train that loop a little bit. The peep's sitting good there. I hope it
Felt good.
Yeah, it looked good. That's perfect. He's at his anchor, looking straight through the peep. Let her eat. All right, one more time. Shoot at one of these gray dots,
Okay.
and we'll make a little adjustment just to make sure you're close. So when you get home, you're not
Yeah. No.
banging arrows in the neighbor's yard or off the side of your house or something like that.
That happens, man.
Yep. it good. You're not left or right at all. You're low,
Right.
which at this distance you want to be a little low. So you want to be pretty good. All right, now we're going to serve this peep. Give myself a little space so I can tie him a knot. Loop's good and tight. We'll serve that peep. There's lots of different ways to serving a peep, so you may not, I don't know, like the way we do it, but it's just the way we do it and it works. It's pretty clean. The one thing I do think is pretty critical when I serve this peep is so I'm going to go around here. Normally I can go through here about 3 times. 1, 2. I always hold it there, and then I'm going to go around my peep. 1, 2. And I'm going through here, and then I'm fixing to be able to turn it loose because I'm going to pull it right in that notch. Right there. Now it's there. How's the baseball team? You been to any scrimmages?
I have. I mean, everybody's excited.
Look good.
Yeah, absolutely.
JT
Just ready to
ball
get cranked up, you know. Everybody's excited.
Yes,
about
ours.
this weekend. Got an awesome non-conference schedule.
Who do we play this weekend?
You got Wright State this weekend, then got we got Oregon State coming
That's
to campus
next
Yeah.
week or next weekend?
Next weekend. Yeah. So
I mean, they're always in the hunt. Huh?
yes.
That'll be good. That's the Beavers.
Well, I've got it on order. I have not received it yet. Hopefully we'll be seeing it this week or next week, but
I think our
You
pitchers
just gonna hold that in place.
Yeah.
What,
That's it.
yeah.
we'll have.
And then kind of get the end of my finger kind of wet there, and I'm gonna
I know I'll have 3.
turn it upside down.
I might have the
It's there.
small town blend too.
Get a little wax.
The 7.5.
Love wax. It's the life of
I
it.
don't remember if I ordered any more than 3 inches.
I kind of just.
What's your take on how often we need to wax?
I mean, I tell people it's kind of on, depends on how much you shoot. You know, every 50 to 100 shots. Now, like when you're up there, when y'all go to Colorado,
out, yeah.
and your bow's getting wet in the afternoon, then I think do that a little bit more often. Some people's really get worn here because they shoot a lot. It's hitting their jacket or something like that, and you'll see it get frayed. I use a Primos bow sling. Maybe not when I get in the thick of things, but you know the Primos bow sling's got the deal here, and then it covers the string. So like if I'm carrying my bow in my backpack or something like that, I'll leave that on. Yeah, I mean it just takes care of it. It keeps from getting something under this cam and pulling a string off or something of that nature. But I'm a pretty big advocate on wax. I think Bradley mentioned maybe in the last video, when you go out there this fall hunting, get you a little thing of oil, some Q-tips. Everywhere there's these bolts, these bolts here, your limb bolts here, they rust bad if they get wet. So, you know, at night when you get back to your camp or tent or whatever, put you a little of this oil on the end of a Q-tip, and just everywhere there's a little nut, just dab a little on it. I mean, it probably not going to affect the way the bow shoots, but just it looks better, makes it look better longer, you know. Keeps it clean and neat. But you can't ever have too much wax. Keep the wax on the string only, okay? So this is string here, then there's cable here.
Right.
Try not to get a lot of wax on your cable. They have serve-in lube and stuff like that
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
But wax on the string only.
Gotcha.
I also need to put a little here. And I even wax here. And just, you know, just kind of rub it in there. Not a must, but it can't hurt, you know. All right, arrows. We got a preference on arrows.
Give me your advice.
What are you shooting now?
I'm shooting Easton now.
Do you have any lighted nocks for them?
No,
Okay.
I do not
All right.
shoot a lighting.
I just, you know, I don't ever want to sell you something different.
Yeah.
Because lighted nocks are different with each shaft. And if you got a dozen lighted nocks, I want to make sure I do the right thing. Let's, probably this Easton axis.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm shooting.
Yeah, let's go this route.
You still, I mean, you feel,
You gonna
Is
shoot
that what
fixed
you're
blade?
shooting?
Yeah, I mean that's what I would do. It's just a great all around arrow. I think it's a really good arrow weight. It's a smaller diameter in the X diameter.
Right.
You know, it's not standard diameter like in your standard diameter gold tips or something. It's smaller diameter with smaller diameter. You get a little.
I'm going to shoot some
benefit
fixed
there.
and you know,
I got you.
some
Let's,
tracking too, so I'm doing a little of both.
how many you want?
Let's go ahead and do a dozen.
All right, I'm gonna let you draw it.
Okay.
Keep your finger behind the trigger. And then when I say let it down, we're gonna ease it down
Okay.
after I mark this arrow.
All right.
There's an arrow. I'm gonna get my Sharpie here. I normally mark these arrows about, like, look, flick it. Just take your thumb, there you go. That's how you let it down. I normally mark this arrow about middle of the riser, something like that. That normally gives you enough room for a guy shooting a Rage or,
All right.
you know, if you're shooting a Ramcat or that's a fixed blade or something.
All right.
Just like I said,
Yeah, I'm
make
probably
sure
gonna
you keep
shoot
your
a
finger
little.
behind it.
Probably gonna shoot a little of both.
I'm gonna mark it right in the middle of the riser there.
Okay.
All right, now you ease it down. That's the hardest part, letting it down. And just hang it right there on that hook. Then we'll cut some arrows, Taylor. I'm just shooting a tri-ax because I like that shorter axle bow.
Right.
Uh,
You're gonna have to recite it, I'm sure, going
Yeah,
to dropping
it's-
weight or adding weight.
I mean,
Little bit.
a little. I think you would be surprised. Let me get right here and get my little tool. So this Easton arrow has a hidden insert. So you gotta have this tool here. I think people would be very surprised if they, you know, changing arrows, changing draw weight. Yes, it does affect it, but does it affect it a ton? I mean, not like you would think, you know. And to me, that's kind of the beauty of archery, you know. I mean, it's just getting out there shooting and changing arrows and changing weights and kind of seeing what your bow does when you shoot this arrow or this broadhead. Just kind of clean that out. It makes his field tip a little bit easier to go in there. Yeah. Make sure everything's stayed where we want it. Do it all the time. I'm an Indian now.
Just
Yep.
anywhere.
Yep,
right?
wherever. Let her eat. Have turkey and take home, baby. That's it. Cool.
We're good.
That's
It is absolutely amazing. You know, you think your bow shoots good.
till you shoot that.
You've been one for 10 years. It's just,
It's just there. It'd be good.
We're excited. I mean, it's fun because you get ready, you start getting ready. The hunting season's over, and you're kind of ready for it to be over. But then, you know, to start planning for a hunt in September, you know, that's
This will be your first time elk hunting?
first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It whacked my deer hunting, man.
yeah,
It whacked it.
yeah.
I mean, cause
You
you.
go twice a year.
Well, so this year will be mine and my dad's 25th year.
Yeah.
So he started going in '78, I think, and I started going with him in 1996.
Yeah.
And I hadn't
Been
missed a
every
year. I've been every year since 1996. So this will be our 25th year. So my goal was to try to hunt a couple different states, maybe 3 different states or something. But I don't know. He's still in great shape, but work and time and money, and it kind of limits it. But our goal is to at least hunt 2 states. You know, we could go to a Montana, Wyoming, or somewhere like that, along with our New Mexico. If I could come hunt with you guys for 2 or 3 days and just. But it just, you know, you can go out there and you chase bugling bulls, and the aspens are turning. It's 25 to 30 degrees in the morning. You're at altitude, and then you come home, the mosquitoes are biting, and you shoot a 70-pound doe. You're like, oh man. You know? I'll never forget the first time I went out west, and you know, Dad and I went to Meeker, Colorado in '96, and I came back, man, my first deer hunt. You know, I'm still pumped about going deer hunting. You get your old man climber and you climb up a tree, and just about the time I got set down, you know, like, this is different. You know, it just feels different. But
No, that's
still love a deer hunt. But
Yeah. No, we want to try to figure it
it's
out.
different.
We're going to go and start. We're going to try to do some different states. Our college roommate lives in Montana, so.
Oh, there
we're
you
out
go.
and hunt with him
Yeah.
too, and so it's fun to get geared up and do something different.
Yeah. Well, and like I said earlier, you're doing it right, getting started early. You know, it's I mean, it's fun to get out there and shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Time don't allow us to get out there and shoot as much as we. I tell people, and I think I've said it in an earlier video, archery is the cheapest shooting sport it is, because you go get your bullets every time.
That's right.
And reshoot
exactly
it.
right.
So if you're not shooting a bow, you need to be shooting a bow.
Yeah.
And anyway, appreciate
All right.
it.
Appreciate our help,
Thank
man.
you bunch. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.